All right, so here he is, one of the best featherweights in the world, fighting out of Spain, Ilia Topuria. It's amazing to have this type of wisdom and maturity and sophistication at 26 years of age. And that sophistication really bleeds into his fighting style. If you reference the Ryan Hall fight, that is as tricky a stylistic challenge as there is in the featherweight division. And he stayed measured the entire time before getting that knockout in round one. He has taken his game to that requisite next level ever since, making himself impossible to deny a world title fight. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in two divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Got to think he's going to try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that I think separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Khamzat Chimaev, once again, ready to engage in a big spot here tonight. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Ilia Topuria. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, here he is, one of the best featherweights in the world, Ilia Topuria, ready to go to round one. He has been a methodical fighter every step of the way in the UFC. He talked to us about establishing his jab early, the opportunistic with my takedown attempts. He's going to have the upper hand in most skills against most featherweights in the division. So it's about fighting on instinct, being reactionary, and pursuing a finish to make sure that the promotion feels like he's the next guy in line to fight for the featherweight title.
He does a phenomenal job of actually attacking his takedowns off of his punches.
Topuria is trying for a submission here.
That's in pretty deep.
And that's got to be it. Whoa! Submission defense. He gets out.
Calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an armbar. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
All right, close guard now. Oh, he's going for his arm now. Oh, that's tight. Oh, that's got to be it. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Back mount now. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Khamzat Chimaev getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up.
Massive shot from the top. And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him. Oh, nice.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Topuria's in half guard. All right, closed guard now.
Oh, high elbow guillotine. It's in there deep. There you go.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but submission defense wins this transition.
I need you to get control of the wrist.
Topuria's right back to the full mount here. Ooh, looks like another submission attempt now. Oh, compromising spot here. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
Second round here.
Big shot to the head.
All right, so we didn't see any takedown attempts from the BJJ player in the round. Oh, picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect. Trading clean shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing. Good right hand.
Just misses there with the left. Nice defense there. Single leg attempt, no good. Fighters separate from the clinch now.
Oh, nice combination, yes. Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Chimaev's in half guard now. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
This is a terrible position.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Khamzat Chimaev.
Another strike gets through from the top position. And there you go, again, half guard.
You've got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up. Gotta be careful here.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking.
I mean, it's stringing them together so effectively, never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Right into side control.
Oh, right into mount.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Nice.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Chimaev's able to transition back to side control now.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is hot.
Darce choke attempt here.
That Darce is tight. Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission D. All right, this position now, what we call the north-south. If you're the bottom fighter, what are you trying to do to get out of harm's way?
Man, it's tough on the bottom. It's very tough because everything hurts, right? It doesn't matter that they're not completely driving the shoulder in. It just, everything hurts. So you wait for your opponent to go to his next action. And when he does, you go and attack the hands. You get to your knees and you attack the hands with both hands and try to peel the lock so you can get to your feet.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Topuria's eye is closing up. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Oh, and there's that inside leg kick. And just slap yourself hard on the inside of your leg and tell me how that feels.
I mean, it really hurts because that's the soft part of your leg. If you land that over and over again, guy will have a very tough time maneuvering out of a lot of the techniques you go at.
You're getting sloppy with those takedowns, okay? I don't want you just going blindly with the takedown.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
All right, so he's landed a few big uppercuts already in DC. I know you're in the prediction business. You think he's going to set it up again?
I am certain he's going to try and set that up again. Expect it to come off of a left hook, because off the left hook, don't anticipate the next punch coming right up the middle. He's real good at trying to find that shot. Oh, nice.
Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg there.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish. Beautiful transition.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, he's out. Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Under a minute to go.
Nice shot lands from the bottom. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Chimaev's in half guard. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. He's having his way with him here. 10 seconds remaining here in round 4.
He's got that arm triangle.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight.
Be aggressive. Be smart.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fifth and final round, forthcoming. Oh, well-timed and placed over. See on that punch right there. His opponent's compromised.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Chimaev's in half guard. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. Great job finding his shots from the top position. Oh, nice headlock.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now.
And the submission is very tight, but as it started to slip, he went right back to the dominant position.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first.
That was nice.
Good work from the top here by Chimaev. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. So under 3 minutes to go here in the fight.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
All All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. In the half guard.
Chimaev's going for the sub here.
Oh, that's very deep now.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out. And right into side control. Topuria's back in side control.
Nice defense. Getting them out here.
45 seconds remain in the round.
That was a slick transition.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Oh, right into mount.
Chimaev's in half guard. All right, let's go inside the octagon now. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a split draw.
And still the baddest man on the planet. I know you haven't retired yet, but I don't necessarily want to see you share the octagon with that monster.
I mean, this dude is a savage. There is prestige in being called the UFC heavyweight champion. He remains that. He is the standard by which all heavyweights are measured.